Hey guys, this is Ozzie from Wanderlust Awe Syndrome, where the voyage is contagious. Today I want to give you a quick overview for anyone who is visiting Costa Rica, whether you're a veteran or you are a rookie coming to this country. I want to give you a few quick tips. Alright, the first thing I want to talk about is the people. Costa Ricans, or aka Ticos, Ticas for female, but they are awesome people. They are really good people. Every time I came across with people in this country, I felt like they were willing to give the shirts off their back. They are really phenomenal people. I cannot stress this enough. They will do everything in their power to take care of you, make you feel like you are at home. The people here are wonderful. They're phenomenal. They're great. They treat you like family. The next thing we're going to talk about is safety. Part of people in Costa Rica making you feel like your family is making you feel like safe. This is how much this country is safe. If my daughters, which I have one who is 15, one who is 10, and one who is 4 during the making of this video, if they all asked me that they could roam around Monteverde right now in the night, in the dark, I would say yes without blinking an eye. That's how safe this country is in Central America. It is so safe. Nothing will happen to you. At no point did I ever feel like my life or my family's life was in danger. It's just that safe. I'm going to speak to solo female travelers. If you are a solo female traveler who is looking to make a first-time visit to Central America, Costa Rica is the best place to start off. It is so safe. You never have to worry about your life being in danger. If you and not just solo female travelers, if you're a solo male traveler, if you have friends that you're traveling to, this is an awesome spot to come party down here. If you have a group of family like I do, I have my wife and 3 daughters, I feel so safe bringing it up here that it is a wonderful place to do it, and it is very safe. Next thing we're going to talk about is cost. The fact that Costa Rica is very safe is a blessing, but it is also a curse. That curse is cost. It is very expensive in Costa Rica. It attracts so many people from around the world, particularly from the United States and Canada. Year in, year out, so many tourists from all over the world come here to see the beauty, to meet the people, to experience the culture, and with that, you're going to have a rise in cost. Right now, I'm in the near of the rainy season, which goes from about April to the beginning of December, and it's still expensive. The dry season, which you can expect the prices to be inflated if you decide to come during that time, which starts around mid-December and ends around early May, around that time. But you can expect a increase in prices and be able to pay more. Don't be fooled when you get cologne for singular. When you see a $5 million mark, don't be surprised if you see that and you feel like you're rich. I'm telling you, it's an illusion. It is very expensive. The activities, the food. If you go to a soda, which is the most affordable way to eat out here other than going to the grocery store and cooking your own meals, it is very expensive. The activities will be very expensive. So all the zip lining tours, such as the chocolate coffee tour, adrenaline events such as white water rafting, even renting a car is very expensive. And I'm gonna make a video about tips about driving in Costa Rica, because I think it's overblown, and tips about renting a car, but it is expensive, so don't expect to get out here thinking you're gonna stay with the budget. You may be able to, but just be ready to have a expensive time out here. Next thing we're going to talk about is electricity. Electricity here, if you are an American, you are fortunate. I guess this is my first time being here in any Central American country, but if you are here in Central America, you don't have to bring an adapter. They use the same electricity, they have the same outlets as the United States, so you don't have to bring any adapters. You just have to bring your electronics. Obviously, everybody in the mob is going to have a phone or some kind of device, such as a computer, to send back home to brag about their experience about coming to Costa Rica. But if you are American like I am from the United States, you don't have to bring an adapter. For the rest of the world, you might have to bring an adapter because it's based on the United States, same setup, same voltage, same setup, everything. The next thing I want to talk about is preparation. When I say preparation, I mean you need to bring stuff because it's expensive here if you decide to buy it. Like, I went to one of the tours, Salvatore tours in Monteverde. My wife didn't have a rain jacket, so I had to buy her a $43 rain jacket, which is expensive. So here's the things that you need to bring. First off, you need to bring a waterproof bag. Trust me, it hasn't rained that much here. It rained yesterday, but you want to bring your waterproof bag out here so you can protect your devices, you can protect anything that you want to keep dry. Another thing you want to bring is a rain jacket, and you want to bring one that's really good. It will save you money. And you always have it on you, because here you never know when it's going to rain, especially as you are getting towards Monteverde, La Fortuna, or even the beaches. You just never know when it's going to rain, especially if you're coming during the rainy season. So be prepared. Also, make sure you bring your sunscreen. Ticos don't use sunscreen from right here, and it's very expensive. They mark it up because they know tourists will probably forget and they will have to buy sunscreen, so they mark up the prices for the tourists. Also, bring bug spray. Protect yourself. I mean, honestly, you don't want to get bitten by mosquitoes. At one point, they were talking about the Zika virus, so if you're a woman, for instance, you don't want to get bitten by mosquitoes, so make sure you are wearing some repellent just in case, especially when you go out through the forest, such as Monteverde Cloud Forest. You want to be safe and sorry. The last thing we're going to talk about is driving. If you watch a bunch of YouTube videos, you'll hear people say how driving in Costa Rica tends to be dangerous. From my experience, it's overblown. It's just like any major cities around the world. When you drive and rent a car, I guess most of you will fly into San Jose, and some of you will rent a car. If you decide to rent a car, it's just like driving in any major cities. For me, it'd be like driving in DC, Washington DC, Los Angeles, or even New York City. It's not bad. It's really easy in my opinion. You just gotta be a little bit aggressive, and you just gotta keep your wits about you. And sure, the roads might be rough, and you might have to deal with aggressive drivers, but that's just the way it is in Costa Rica. Even so, driving in Costa Rica is not that bad. Once you leave San Jose and the major cities, it's really easy driving, and it's really not that hard to drive all around Costa Rica. You just gotta keep your wits about you. You just gotta make sure you're driving safe, be defensive, be a little bit aggressive, and make decisive decisions. That's one thing I noticed as I was driving. You really gotta make decisive decisions when you are out here. On top of that, make sure that you get colones. You might hear some YouTubers or other travelers say you don't need to get out colones. I'll tell you right now, get colones simply because if you are driving within San Jose, or you're planning to leave San Jose, like for me, we left from San Jose to Monteverde, you're going to pay some tolls. You're going to want to pay some tolls because they will help quicken the drive. to get to your destination. Tolls are really cheap. They're not that expensive. They go somewhere between 440 colones and 770 colones. So you want to bring that with you in case you go do those tolls a lot. So just make sure that you have enough colones on you so you can get through the tolls. They're worth it. Sometimes you might not need to pay depending on the day, but you just want to have the money for it. And make sure that when you go through the tolls that you go through the manual, unless you somehow have the quick pass. But make sure you pay attention and you stay on delay so you can hand over the cash. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you guys is tap water. Some of you might be asking, is the tap water safe to drink in Costa Rica? I can tell you firsthand it is, and I will show you firsthand of why it is safe to drink. Right here I have a glass of water that I got from the tap water, and you can see I'll be drinking it, and to show you that the water is perfectly safe. Refreshing. Hi, my name is Ozzie and you're on my channel, Wanderlust Awe Syndrome. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and share this video, and come along with my journey as I explore the world and sharing unique views, advice, and stories.